Hey guys, so I decided that for this channel I should also do favorite videos, like every month or so I should be filming favorites. So I have picked out 3 skincare favorites, 3 makeup favorites, a fragrance favorite, which is going to be different for this, kind of a different category every time I do this because I rotate 2 fragrances pretty much consistently. So yeah, let's just go ahead and say, let's do the skincare favorites first. Yeah, let's see. One big thing that I've been using, and I've been using it on and off for a long time, but it just really came in handy this past month since my skin's been so dry. I don't know why it's been dry, it's just been really patchy and dry in places. I've been using the Botanics facial oil. You can get this at Target, I think that's where I got it. Super easy to use. I use that like kind of as a step between like moisturizer and like my toner, which my toner is in this routine as well. Not a toner, it's an acidic toner that helps exfoliate. So yeah, big fan of this. It's super moisturizing, very lightweight. Rosehip is naturally antibacterial. That's a huge plus. And yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It's really helpful for people with drier skin or skin that's unbalanced, skin that needs the oil, not necessarily skin that needs water and is dehydrated, because I was just very, very dry and flaky because, yeah, a lot of air-conditioned environments for long periods of time leave me feeling kind of bleh. It's not a good look. Anyway, speaking of bleh, the thing that gets me not so bleh would still be these Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction Pads. I know a lot of people are like, but they have alcohol in them, no wonder you're dry. No, you don't understand. Like, my lips were dry and I don't use these on my lips. My eye area was dry. I don't use this around my eye area just because I find it is a little too aggressively harsh. I tend to use just serums around there to help that out, which my serum's not in this. I change serums every couple of days. No big deal to me. So yeah, love this stuff. Again, this is salicylic and a couple of AHAs, I believe. Yeah, let me double check. Glycolic and salicylic. Pretty good mix for the money, I would say. And you also know about my feelings on alcohol and skincare, but if you don't, I'll leave it in the description bar. They're not really my thoughts. They're linked to a Future Derm article that sums it up pretty well for me. And of course, moisturizer for skincare. Still using this. Somerville's Nourish moisturizer. I've had the smaller ones of this before, the 1.7 ounce. I used like 2 of those, and then I finally just decided to get this one because I was going to use it up in that time frame. It is what it is. So yeah, those are all the skincare favorites, and now moving on to makeup. What should I mention first? Probably the most boring one. I'll get that one out of the way. The NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder. It's super boring, like as a kind of a favorite item goes. It just works really well. I like it. I think it works really well on most skin types. I've actually used it recently and I thought it did a beautiful job at setting the makeup as well as kind of blurring those imperfections. Yeah, and then there's Bobbi Brown's bronzer. I have medium right here. This is the shade that I would use typically. It looks kind of dark, but it's really beautiful and really sheer. Like, and what I love about this is I think people underestimate the power of a good bronzer. I get a fluffy brush, like a blending brush, and I blend this everywhere that I want there to be a contour. I throw some over my eyelids, like if I'm in a hurry, just to kind of deepen them up and not have to worry about it. Just a beautiful color. Bobbi Brown's bronzers are all matte. Love them to death. Super handy. And I guess the last makeup favorite would be, if I can get it open. This is really annoying. I should not be having this problem while filming. Yeah, it's going to be the Naked Basics palette. I've talked about this before, and I used it in my smoky eye video. What is on there? Oh, ew. Ugh, I should beauty so clean this while I'm standing here talking about it. Yeah, so the reason I love this palette is just because it is reliably neutral. Works on most skin types. I mean, not skin types, skin colors. The only time you would have to worry about going any deeper or darker colors would be if you're using darker skin tones. Like, and actually, an old MAC palette did the best job of that for me. I had this from like 400 years ago. This was the Spice Chocolate Eyeshadow Quad from MAC from like hundreds of years ago. It's right here. I love using this on darker skin tones. I don't know if you guys can see the colors yet. It's like it's Nano Gold, Brash, Sweet Chestnut, and Spice Chocolate. And Spice Chocolate's got that nice red tone to it. It's really, really gorgeous. Especially on darker skin tones, because that burnt orange looks phenomenal. Yeah, Brash. But yeah, so yeah, those are my really boring skincare and makeup favorites, and I guess you could say this is one. Beauty So Clean spray sanitizes makeup and stops it from being gross, and it's really great for if if you use your makeup for your pro kit. Makes a big difference. And this is my summer fragrance that I'm wearing all the time, and it's YSL Salome. Mine's kind of dirty. I don't because I threw it in a bag and went out of town with it, and it just did not get clean. Sorry about it. Can't help it. But yeah, it smells beautiful. I forget exactly what the notes are in this, but it smells phenomenal. It's very earthy and manly without necessarily being too watery. I can't stand a watery, musky fragrance. Like, not musky. Musky, this is actually a bit musky. It's just very watery. I don't like those smells that are just so... Like, Aqua de Joe doesn't work for me. I don't like those types of fragrances. I prefer something like this. It's got a lot more to it. That's a little bit more layered in the type of fragrance that it is. So, yeah. Okay, that was my favorites video, and it was probably really boring, and I'm glad you guys sat through it, so bye!